I can't really say that particular experience shaped me because I was too young to even like feel and understand everything that was going on around me. So I can't really say it shaped me, but yeah, that's when I came to Canada. And to be honest with you, this was a secret till I got to a certain age. My parents kept to the secret and never really told me about them actually fleeing my country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, they probably felt like I was a little too young for this type of harsh reality, so they kind of kept it on the low key till I got to a certain age. And I never really got the information from them. I got it from one of my uncles, and it slipped out of his mouth. I always knew that there was more into life than the neighborhood I grew up in, so I was always open to new things. And I grew up watching sitcoms like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Matters, all that stuff. So I guess just watching that, I always had them inside of me. So when the opportunity came through, I just went and did the auditions. We were like 200 people, and I got it. So no coach, no none of that. So I kind of started doing this music stuff seriously when I got to the age of like 15, 16. You know, but yeah, and I never even dropped a mixtape till I was like 19. So I was really just perfecting my craft till I felt like I was ready to present it to the public. You know, my parents were so happy, like any parents would be. But my father actually never got to see me on TV because he passed away like 2 weeks after he actually told me that I had the role. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know. Like you're the one that told me.
Yeah.
And when he told me, he died like 2 weeks later. But my mom's got to see me on TV, you know, and I was invited to a couple other shows like La Fiore and stuff like that. It was a French sitcom too, so my mom was really happy. You know, everybody back at home, like, they all knew about it, so you know how black people be bragging about it, you know. It really affected me a whole lot. I don't even know how to put it in words, to be honest with you, but one thing I do know, it like really affected me. Like a part of me left for him, honestly. And I knew he was sick, but I never knew he was going through this cancer stuff, you know? Like I thought it was just, okay, he's back in the hospital, he's gonna come home, everything gonna go back to normal. But what happened was, you know, a stomach ache turned into cancer. And when he died, the day he actually died, I was supposed to go see him at the hospital. I got the news, I thought I was going to see him at the hospital. And I was actually coming back from a day of shooting, actually. I was supposed to shoot that day. And I went there, came back home. I thought I was gonna go to the hospital. My moms kept telling me, yeah, we're gonna go later, whatever. Chill, fall back. And one thing you know, she called me upstairs and told me my father was gone. But fun, I would say 12 years old.
Okay.
At this talent show they had put up together in my elementary school. That was my last year there, and they had this talent show. And I performed More Money, More Problems, because that was like one of my favorite songs. So I did my thing, you know. I thought I was Mace, Puffy, and Biggie at the same time, you know. Was busting the little moves and everything too. So that's like my first experience of me like actually grabbing the mic and performing in front of people. I don't know if I can compare my style to some rappers, because I got a little bit of everything. But I could tell you that I grew up on some UGK and Tupac. Tupac was my favorite rapper, UGK was my favorite group. I love Biggie too, Nas, Jay, all the legends. I've always, even to this day, I still listen to them. Oh, for sure. I don't got no problem with the singing though. The singing is you have to put some singing, because this how you could, I don't know, bring the soul out of your music. But at the same time, I feel like today's music is a little too trendy. Like, remember when everybody used to have their own lane, and it was always refreshing. Like, you always had something new that was like, ooh, okay, I kind of rock with him. Oh, I rock with him too. But now it's like, okay, everybody's trying to have the song that sounds like the last hit. That was, you know what I mean? Yeah, it started with me and a couple of my homeboys. You know, started rapping or whatever. And then it became bigger than that. Now it's like the whole hood. Like you go to Saint Michel, and you might as well call it 7 Ave now. And you know, it's just, you know, brothers coming together and trying to do something productive instead of self-destructive. You know, self-destructive. I'm sorry. And it's something we plan on taking to another level. Like, we don't plan on just rapping for the city or the hood. Or we plan on like taking that like worldwide, or sometimes you don't find the inspiration to write music when you're locked up because it's a hole, you know, it's a mess hole. So there's days where you feel like you don't even want to rap no more, and there's days where inspiration comes from the struggle that surrounds you. And I kind of wanted to write a song expressing how I felt without really making it a bitter song, or I wanted a lot of wordplay, but at the same time, people could relate to it. And that's what I did. That's why I called it 25. It's 24 bars. But I always say, you know, at the end of the song, I say 2 more lines will make it 25 bars. 24 is enough to sound like 25 stars. So I still stay in the concept of 25, although it's a 24 bars. Every line got the 25 in it. Plus, I wrote the chorus, but I was inspired by Tupac's, what's the name of that song again? Crazy. I don't know if y'all remember Tupac's Crazy song featuring Badass. Yeah, well, it goes, time goes by, puffing on lie, hoping that it gets me high. I said the same thing, but at the end I switched it for hoping they don't give me 25, because I was actually facing 25 to life at the moment that I wrote the song. Now, of course, I have my mom's, you know, my brother, my girlfriend at the time, you know, and yeah, that was my support system. I had good lawyers as well. Like, you know, lawyers will do you dirty. I was fortunate enough to have some good lawyers, and I thank the Lord every day for that. You know, they played a big part in me sitting in front of you today. So, for sure. I don't know if I should say their names or whatever, because, you know, I'm gonna say shout out to my lawyers. You know, that particular experience really shaped me. In what way? I became more mature. The circle is smaller. The entourage is large, but the circle is smaller, you know. I learned to know myself even more, and it helped me become a little bit more vulnerable in my music, you know. So it kind of helped me in that way, shaped me in that way. And now it's like, I always think twice before everything. The way I move changed. I try to choose my friends now instead of letting my friends choose me, you know? They always say it's the jungle, but to me it's really the zoo. The jungle's out there in the streets. We locked up over there. It's the zoo. I learned to appreciate the smallest things in life, like the smallest things. Like, so when I first came home, I would see a bird in the sky, and I go, oh, there goes a bird. And everybody would look at me like, okay. But it's like, you don't see birds really. When you're all the way up and down the corner, which is like 3 hours from Montreal, you don't really get to see birds. RDP is different. You got the yard and you see birds, you know what I mean? You might end up like seeing a runaway dog, like just passing through, so it's different. But when I was in down the corner, even just a route, you know the route, like I ain't seen a route in like years. It messes you up mentally, I'm telling you. If you're not strong mentally, it'll cripple you. Whatever happened that night made me the man I am today. But one thing I will say though, if I could change one thing, no, I ain't gonna say if I could change one thing. Honestly, I just wish it wouldn't have happened that way. Because if you ask me, they know what happened. And I hate to speak about a man that's not here to defend himself. But I will say that it wasn't my beef and I never looked for it. And God knows I ask for forgiveness every day. Ooh, now my mama, like, she called everybody up, my aunties and everybody. They were all trying to cook. I was just spoiled that day. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, she cooked me some soul food that I hadn't ate in years. Ooh, in my dream though. That's what I said, you know. I dreamed about 25 dimes. Yeah, you know. Oh, you was asking if I did that when I came home.
Well, I'm asking. I'm just saying. It's
no, it didn't happen.
Okay, so unfortunately, since you were locked up for most of your 20s, and you know, like 20s is kind of the wild time for men, etc. What's dating like now? Like, kind of list out on that.
I don't really date right now because I'm so focused on what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I'm not even dating. It was good because, to me, I got to show another side of me, because when people hear about me, they always think I'm this ignorant dude from the hood that don't really know nothing about life or that just has no substance. But I went there, spoke my piece, and after that, a lot of people came to me and told me, listen, man, like I like what you said or whatever. Got to meet some people, got to hear other people's opinions, and it was nice. Help people understand that in this day and age, they're not gonna put us on. As far as here, they're not gonna put us on. We have to be self-sufficient and make our own industry, create our own platform. I don't know, like I've seen a lot of Crips and Bloods uniting and everything. That's good, but now it's on the police to do their part, because a lot of the problem is on their part. I'm not saying they're all bad, but if some of them are good, then they should be responsible enough to tell their colleagues or whatever, yo, that one right. You know what I mean? But I kind of feel like whenever this type of incident happens, they just have a hard time admitting that they messed up. You know what it is. I just came home. They still looking at me like, okay, what are you about to do now? And if I do put something together with my peoples, no matter what it is, they're gonna try to like associate whatever's gonna be to my past or to the streets. So I'm just, really just cleaning my name up, showing people that I'm actually an established artist that's trying to like make a living out of music and see. But I guess I still got a lot of work to do since they just canceled 2 of my shows. It was 1 and I was 2.
Where's the
St. Thérèse.
Oh, really? I'm not going to do anything.
Nope. Through the CD, you're gonna feel the redemption, But at the same time, I don't want people thinking I turned Muslim and now it's not on no shine stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, I learned.
Shine's a Jew.
Yeah, he's a Jew, I'm sorry. Shouts out to Shine too. But like, to be honest with you, I always tell people, if you're real, you don't change, you learn.
Yeah.
And evolve from what you learn. So this is my redemption. You know what I mean? And I already asked for forgiveness. As long as me and him, we good. I'm good. They could think whatever they want to think about me. I can't please everybody. I can only do me. Big Chuck from 7 Ave. Easy S, which is a French rapper from my label as well. Peter Orlean, I should say. Damn. Gato de Bato. He's a Creole rapper. He's signed to Booba. He laid a verse on it.
So how does it
Impulse. I'm sorry, forgot about my man Impulse. Impulse is on it as well. Shouts out to Impulse. Okay. I seen Magnum the other day. Get at me, cuz. I like to work with Tammy T. She got an angelic voice. I like to work with Nicole Musoni. She's my cousin. She better holler at me. Go get the mixtape. Apologize Later. Bilo Da Kid is out now. It's free streaming on my website, www.bilodakid.com. BILODAKID, not THEDA. We're touring the province of Quebec right now. So our stop in Montreal will be August 12th. We'll be in Montreal at the Cabaret Lion d'Or. So make sure y'all show up. There's gonna be a showdown. Y'all won't be disappointed.